Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Epileptic, and today I'm going to talk about fun old medication. Everyone, epileptic or not, who takes prescriptions knows the feeling of getting up in the morning and not wanting to get out of bed because you're comfortable or you're sick or you're tired, but knowing you have to take your medication. Because if not, then it feels like your whole day is thrown off. Even if haven't had, let's say for epilepsy, you haven't had a seizure in like years. And you still have to take it, and you just know that, okay, I haven't had a seizure in a while. Like, why do I have to take it? I get it, the feeling, and just please take your medication because you never know what's going to happen. Like, your whole day can be thrown off, or sadly, if you have another seizure. So it's always safer than sorry. Like, I'm even learning that myself, so just take it, definitely from experience, like this advice, just please take your medication. Or if you don't take your medication, just stay at home, just do herbals. Or if you smoke marijuana to balance it out, then smoke marijuana. And with that, like, it's okay. And then of course take it out, like if you take it once a day, then take it once. Or if you're prescribed to do it like 2 or 3 times a day, just take it every time when you need to take it. But from this point where we have stability in our medication, it's the experience of how we got there, of how many different medications you had to take, how many doses, either increase or decrease, that you had to take before getting to the medication you want that worked for you. And the experience can be, honestly, in a way, very traumatic, because it feels like you don't know what's wrong with you, and it's like giving up feeling, because it's like, why are these medications not working for me, or why is this dosage not working for me? And after, you just feel like a lab rat some of the time, and it's just like, can you guys stop testing on me? Like, can you guys figure out your jobs and help me out? Especially at the EEG, which is what they put in your sticky things in your brain. Like, think of the things they give you in the hospital if you stay in a hospital. Just think about like 20 of those in your brain. And your brain activity is fine, but yet these medications are not working out for you. And it's a common feeling. It's okay to feel that way. Like, honestly, it would be not normal if you didn't. It's just something that comes along with the territory when you're first diagnosed, or like you're, bouncing back and forth from different anti-seizure medications. And which... one thing I do wish that a lot of doctors and neurologists should take into consideration, I'm just talking about within the epileptic community, and of course this goes for everyone who takes medicine, is, yes, they tell us about the common side effects, but what they should tell us more is the hidden side effects, which a lot of them are memory loss, increase in depression, suicidal ideations, anxiety, just zoning out a lot more, and just feeling unmotivated to do anything. And that myself, I had to look up myself. Like, no neurologist ever told me that. And if your neurologist has, you have a great neurologist, because that's something that every neurologist should tell their patients, and not just, oh, different diagnosis. Oh, this is why you probably have the symptoms you have because of this medicine. It's like, it'll be like, thanks, this is something you should have told me in the beginning. And then once we get the medication that we use, of course, it's paying for the medication that's also pain in the butt. Like, for example, with my medication, I take lamotrigine, 150 milligram and a 25 milligram twice a day, 7 days a week. And without the insurance, my medication costs $400 alone. You know what many people can do with $400? Even as an adult, like, yeah, that's nothing to us. That's pocket change. But yeah, it could still help us pay a bill or two, or put gas in our car. And yeah, they want us to pay that for medicine. The same medicine that these neurologists prescribe to us, you want us to pay mainly out of pocket for. Unless you got really great insurance and they pay for everything, please let me know what insurance you have, because paying out of pocket is not fun. It's for the birds, honestly. And with that, like, it just says a lot about our healthcare system as well, because why just just not just with epileptic medication, just with anything. Like hospital stays, medication, like if we need this to survive or we need this to get better, why do we have to pay for it? Like back to topic, it's just unfair. And sometimes it's just like, do I really want to pay for it? But of course you have to pay for it because God forbid you have a seizure occurs, or if you don't like get the medicine within a time frame, then you never know if you can have a seizure. The one thing I'm not a big fan of is when they tell you you have to get a refill, but they tell you, oh, it's going to be in 2 weeks and you're almost low. And then, but yet they charge you to if you need it right away. If I need my medication, just give me my medication, please. That's just me. Like, I need the medication. I waited 2 weeks ago, but yet you're still telling me that the neurologist still has to send it over to whatever drugstore you guys use. And luckily, for those who are unable to pay the out-of-pocket payment, there is an app called GoodRx. Probably seen the commercials for it a lot on YouTube or television. And for those who don't know what GoodRx is, it's an app that you can use to find the same medication used but for cheaper, and comparing if you say you get the prescription from Walmart or CVS, and just finding out what's more affordable for you, and which is always essential. And like, it saved me a lot because even with the insurance, my medication was going to be over $200, but with GoodRx, my medication altogether is close to $180 now. So I am forever grateful for the app, and I can only imagine how many people it helped out, of course. And if you got anyone from GoodRx is watching this, thank you so much for the creation and like just letting the common Joe American to have affordable medication. And for those, and then for those who, once you get the medication, but you're wondering, okay, did I take my medicine today? Did I forget? There is an app called Epsy, and that's spelled EPSY, and that just helps you like track your medication, or you can set up like a time to take your medication. Like for example, I have it where it's at 8 a.m. Even if I take it earlier, it'll still pop up at 8 a.m. saying, oh, you have to take your medication. Which sometimes it's essential, or it can be very annoying if you have it on loud and you're sleeping. Like the notification comes up. But at the end of the day, it's helpful. You can also put in like if you have a seizure, like what the aurora was like, or they have additional research that they provide on the app, which is great. And sometimes, luckily, if you have the app on your phone and you're worrying if you didn't take your medication, you look up the app. Okay, I take my medicine. You took, which is like, okay, thank God I took it. And then you could just go on with your day. And sometimes sometimes when you do take it, you still feel very lightheaded, migraine, or dizziness. Understand, it just depends on the day, which is perfectly fine. It's just, as long as you took your medicine, you're good to go. Honest, like, of course, if you're driving, please drink your water. And if you can't drive, or you're not feeling well, just please stay safe. Please be careful. And that today is the episode of my fun medication. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, along with my Snapchat, which is Diary AON Epilepsy. And I just want to give a quick shout out to all my subscribers. I thank you guys and grateful that you guys still subscribe to my channel, even though that I don't post as many episodes as I used to. And I thank you so much for just being here from the beginning. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day now.